Hello everyone and welcome back to my second episode of my Otomo campaign on Shogun 2 Total War. In the last episode we just started besieging one of the enemy towns. We've started securing the trade nodes and we are building up our army. In this episode we're hopefully carrying on in the same vein, defeating our enemies, building up our trade and money reserves and, well, making an army that will hopefully make us the Shogun at the end of the game. Just going to end the turn again. Just going to let that go through. And, yep, they've attacked us. But we've got some reinforcements, thankfully. Their troops are going to be coming on as reinforcements as well, so... Just going to quick save that. They outnumber us quite badly, but these troops have brought it up to something more manageable. Don't know what the drop here thing is. Right, welcome back. As you can see, it's winter. Not sure if this has any effect on our troops. I know in previous Total Wars I think that affected their stamina. Right. The only really natural defence we've got here is this hill, which is going to be a bit of a problem for us. Just scout the rest of the battlefield out, see if there's anywhere else that we could move up to quickly. Now this would, if we could move our troops up here pretty quick, yeah, we're gonna. If we can get our troops up here, so see these bits are impassable, so and so is here. So we could have our backs to a wall on a hill. The only problem would be if we needed to retreat. Obviously, can't really retreat very well up here. I mean, if our backs to the wall, we've sort of got to fight or die, so that will be a problem, but I think if we could position our troops properly, we should be able to keep the enemy at bay. So they can go there. Now these troops, archers, they're going to be a bit more difficult to position, but if we can get them in the right position, they can provide quite a bit of backup for our matchlock. That's not working for some reason. Yari Ashigaru, I'm not sure we're going to put them entirely. Where's the enemy coming from? They're coming from that way. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these matchlocks at the moment. They could go further down the hill here, sort of attack the enemy as they come along, but again that leaves the problem of fitting them all in on the hill. And would pretty much mean these ones being wiped out, which isn't really something I want to happen. But I'll see what I can do. I could fit them around here, maybe. I'll bring them up to the bottom of the hill, and then once I see where all my troops are, just going to speed the game up for that reason. Oh, they're all the way over here anyway, so they're not going to be here for a while. I could leave them here and then have them sort of come at the enemies, like attack the enemy once they've gone past them, like let the enemy pass and then leave them down here to shoot at the enemy. But we'll have to see what the enemy does because they're still bringing their reinforcements onto the field. Right. I'm not sure what they're doing. They seem to be retreating, which I just hope it's not going to be one of those battles where, like in some of the previous Total Wars, they could attack you in like, but then just sit there and wait for you to lose. Although, oh yeah, since they're the attacker, that wouldn't work. Like it's defender who wins if the time limit runs out. But there used to be a problem where they would initiate a siege battle with you as the defender and then wouldn't move, which well, never really made much sense because you're not actually being attacked, so it's just carrying on the siege. But yeah, yeah, but that hasn't happened in this case. I think. So I think I was just getting it wrong there. Their reinforcements are sort of arriving on the field now. My troops are starting to line up a little bit. Once I sort of see where they all are, I can start sorting it out a bit better. As you can see here, we've got these Otomo Matchlock Ashigaru. There's more of them, but they're not really. Oh, they are slightly different in the stats. But only slightly. They actually seem to have less accuracy and there's much better reload skill and slightly better morale. So having them at the front, they're going to be less accurate, but because they've got better morale, they'll be able to keep the enemy away from my more accurate matchlocks at the back and my Barashigaru, which is always good. And they're going to be a bit of a problem to sort out. So this is a good position, but it's going to be hard to fit everyone up here. I mean, it's really good in that the enemy can't outflank us, but not very good in that they can. Well, we're not really in the best positions, like for firing and attacking. These Barashigaru are just going to have to. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit them. They're just going to have to fit up here somehow. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if this is entirely realistic. I can't remember any battles where this would have happened, but it seems to be working. Oh no, they're coming from the left. I hope they haven't found a way to outflank us. That would really quite annoy me. Especially after spending so long trying to fit them all up here. Let's make sure the fire at ranks abilities on. It's their general that's attacking. Bring my Yari Ashigaru back here, just behind these lot. Hopefully my matchlocks can deal with them. Oh no, they've reached them quicker than I expected, but why aren't they firing? That's not making any sense. I mean, my archers are hitting them, but the matchlocks don't seem to be firing properly. Maybe it's because they're being attacked by this one here. Ah, that's better. If we can kill their general, that would be quite helpful. Yeah, even if they reach my troops, there's enough of them. Yeah, we've killed their general. There's only 3 of them left. It's got to be wide about friendly fire. Hoping they'll kill them quickly. They should be running, I hope. There's only one of them left now, I think. Oh, and he's dead. Well, that was quick. So, yeah, this position's quite good by the looks of it. Turn their fire at rank abilities on, in case any enemies try and attack them. I'm not sure they're going to really reach here in time, so I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to leave them down here in the forest. Sort of create a bit of a deadly crossfire. Right. I mean, we're quite far away from the enemy at the moment, so they shouldn't reach them in time to be able to cause any damage. Right, just going to speed it up a minute. The enemy just seem to be marching their troops all over the place, rather like, well, still marching to attack me. Right, so they're getting. They could attack them quickly, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that would work out too well. I mean, I think they're going to be just outside of our range, maybe. Can't see any of their other troops, so I'm guessing they're in the forest still. Which is a problem, because they could just sort of come out of nowhere and slaughter these ones while they're still getting their first volley off, but... Oh no, they're turning. Alright, we're gonna have to shoot them now. They're at long range at the moment, but hopefully we'll have reloaded by the time they're closer. And as they get closer, our volleys get more and more effective. Gonna get them in position to shoot at them as they engage in melee. Yeah, we're starting to get better volleys off now. See if we can get one last volley. Yeah, point blank. And they're already wavering. These troops are nearly ready. Oh, they're reloading. Oh, I would have thought they'd have reloaded while they were just sitting there rather than... Oh, never mind. Oh, they're starting to cause some casualties there though. One problem with the matchlock troops is they are very bad at melee. If you can get the Portuguese Terricos, I believe that's how you pronounce it, you know, you can do quite well, because they have pretty good armour and pretty good melee stats, but the traditional Japanese Ashigaru matchlocks don't really... It's just like they've just given peasants, peasant type units, some guns, and yeah, it doesn't really work out all that well for them. The gun's really the only good point about them. Everything else, their melee, their morale isn't that good. So we're going to bring them up here. Alright, see if we can catch them in a bit of a deadly crossfire. Right. Need to do it in a way so they still attack the main bulk of troops up here, but in a way so we can attack them as well from the rear flanks. So the main bulk of their army's turning up now. They could cause some quite heavy casualties. I mean, they could. There's so many of them just all charging at once. I think they'd probably get through just through sheer weight of numbers, which isn't what I want to happen. All on fire at the rank at the moment, I believe. Still got my Ashigaru, so I can still slow them down if I need to. I may have to send them out as like a sacrificial holding force, just to keep them all in place while the matchlock and archers shoot at them. Well, I might see if I can get these ones up here, where they've lost a lot of their troops. They could possibly fit in a bit easier, but no, that's not going to work. I was hoping where there was a lot less of them, they might find some room to fit in, but it doesn't seem to be working again. And right, they've just once they're over this hill, they're going to come charging down to this point. So I better get these troops in position quick. Right, they really seem to be speeding up now. So, right, our position. I mean, we're in the strongest position we could be in. Oh, we've got some samurai retainers coming from this side, but I'm just hoping they don't get there at the same time as these lot. Otherwise, they will be shooting at them while the main mass of the attacking force just walks in unharmed. These troops are set up. If we need to make them advance forward, then we can. They should have to pass through. Now I'm going to move them forward a little bit, just to ensure they have to pass through their fire. Now the samurai are charging down the hill. Yeah, they couldn't get through, thankfully. And the enemy started reorganising his forces a little bit. See if I can't interrupt that reorganisation. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to bring them back a bit actually. I think I've brought them too forward. I can just bring them back before they start advancing too much. Right, one's covering the other at the moment. Right, we're ready to attack or defend. Well, I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to line up in a position for us to come down to them, or they're trying to outflank these ones. They don't really seem to be making all that much sense. They're the enemies we dealt with earlier. They're doing it quite slowly. I mean, it's been 15 minutes and we haven't really engaged them properly, apart from that charge at the beginning. I mean, seems like they're taking more care of their ordinary lower ranked troops than their actual general. I mean, he just got sent in straight away and slaughtered. I mean, whereas these lot, who are less important, are just sort of being kept back. I mean, they're important to win the battle, but it doesn't make sense. Right. Why do you throw their general away so easily? Right, they're going to start firing. So, we'll try and cause some casualties, but I'm resigned to the fact I'll probably lose a lot of these troops. Maybe all of them. And they seem to be splitting their forces, half up the hill, half to attack these ones. Hopefully we can deal with them like we did with the last lot and catch them in the crossfire afterwards. They don't seem to be firing. I hope they didn't start reloading again only when the enemy got in range. We can deal with a third of them. That would be good. That would be a good result. Yeah, dealt with nearly a third of them, I'd say. Bring them back here. Send them. Oh, they've been wiped out. Bring them back. They're starting to fire up there. The enemy have still got to charge up this hill. Although, I don't know if they're coming for here instead. That'd be kind of annoying for myself, but... hoping my troops can at least get one volley off. I'm not sure how much they were reloaded, but... at least they'll be able to take the full... they'll be taking the charge from the front rather than being attacked in the rear or something. Oh, it doesn't seem to be... they can't really outrun them troops. So the best I can do is just get up to a hill, I suppose, and draw them away from the main battle. Well, they're bringing more reinforcements to deal with these ones. They sort of charged them halfway up the hill, got a shot at, and then charged all the way down again, so... getting shot at twice. Some of their troops are already wavering, so... we seem to be doing something right. Send them out front to quickly deal with them. And maybe these ones. Because if they're already... oh, they were wavering. I was hoping that morale shock from these would quickly cause them to flee, but they seem to have recovered quite quickly. Unfortunately for me. Not sure if these ones are going to get a volley off. It'd be lovely if they would. Come on, fire. One volley, point blank? No? Oh, not sure what they're doing. I mean, they weren't reloading, they just all stood there and waited for them. I think they'd get one shot off at the beginning if they could. A lot of their troops are wavering. We seem to have lost a general, and they're attacking some of our matchlock infantry, which isn't good. A lot of their army seems to be down here, so not sure what to make of that. mean, they seem more obsessed with these matchlock infantry than my actual army. So I'm going to send them over here, and then I might just tell them to retreat and get out of the battle, because they're not going to cause much damage here. Yeah, I think telling them to withdraw would be the best idea. While my troops up here just deal with the enemy quickly. Apart from the matchlock down at the bottom of the hill, we seem to be doing quite well. Oh, well, they're running, but they're going to get out of the battle, I'm hoping. Unless they're run down. Oh, the enemy coming back. Ah, that's not good. See if we can deal with some of these bows quick, so they can't attack us with them. That's basically going to be their only way of getting up here. Not sure why they've run down there though. Send them back up the hill. The enemy are coming back for round 2. Send these troops here, because the enemy are going to have to charge all the way from here to here. Ah, there is a Barashigaru. Do I attack them? And I'm going to attack them. I'm just going to have to hope my ranged troops can deal with these ones by sheer weight of firepower alone. Once them Barashigaru are dealt with, I'll attack them from the rear and, well, hopefully cause them to rout. So, where's the... they might be coming from my Yari Ashigaru, which isn't good. Because they're just outside the range of these troops up here. Oh no, they're just in range, but only just. They don't seem to be doing too well against the bows. So I'm going to bring them up here. Quickly as I can, just to get them in range of my ranged troops. Some of them are firing, but some aren't. So the nearer I can get them to my own lines, the better. Then they can just defend themselves. And at this long range, I'm not sure how much good they're going to do. So nearer I can get them. Then we've got these troops here. I think we've won this battle, but now it's just a case of limiting casualties. And I have lost quite a few troops. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been wiped out like our general was in the last battle. I mean, there was no way he was going to survive. I couldn't retreat. There was no point manually doing it. Cause I could have retreated on the battlefield when he got there, but I'm not sure that would have worked. Right, so bringing them up the hill. Maybe turn around and hold them in place again in a minute. When we're a bit nearer. Got all our ranged troops firing now, so they're wavering, so we turn around and attack them. Some of their troops are getting near the top, but it's slowing down quite a bit, and yeah, they're losing quite a few men now. I mean, those bows are just taking them all out now. And they haven't even reached the top yet. I mean, then they've got a melee attack. Like, archers aren't so good at that, but there's a lot more of their archers than there are of the enemy. No, it seems like we're getting a bit of friendly fire now, so hopefully we can deal with them quickly. Right, they're charging down the hill, running away. I think we've routed them more or less. I'm going to pull them back, let them let the archers deal with them, hopefully, the matchlock. Oh, they brought some more Yari Ashigaru. Ah, that's not good, but they're already wavering, so not too bothered. Ah, they're not where I thought they were. Quickly bring them round there. My archer's already attacking these ones, so they've even got to the bottom of the hill barely, and they're already dying quite quickly. And they've run. Haven't killed them, but so we're gonna have to fight them again. I'm in the battle because there's no way I'm gonna be able to run them down. Welcome back. As you can see, we lost about nearly 1,000 troops, and we're still outnumbered, but we've killed quite a lot of the enemy. Some of our matchlock infantry survived, thankfully, and all of our archers are pretty much unharmed, and so I think we're probably going to win the next battle if they attack. Most of the kills was from the Yari Ashigaru, so it seems it was more of a morale victory, so which is kind of bad because we have to fight. That means less kills, but as long as we've won the battle, I mean, we've got our more rank for our experience for our troops, so we're just going to carry on. One of their armies had to retreat, so it's just the garrison now, so hopefully that will even the odds. And we've got more troops in Busan to sort of come and help. Attrition, that's not good. Lost quite a lot from attrition. But we've also got our roads finished now, so that's always good. Gonna send the matchlock straight over here. They can't quite reach there, but these ones can. And how's the siege going? Well, they still outnumber us by about 400, but they've lost most of their ranged troops. They've only got one lot. Most of it's Yari Ashigaru. So, and it's only 2 turns till surrender, so I'm hoping that we can just hold out. Hopefully their other army won't return. We can just deal with them. Gonna get another trade post. Getting raw silk now. See if we can grab that place up there. And there's one up here, so build a few more trade ships. Don't know why the price has increased now, but. And how's our research going? 10. Only one more turn and then we get clan happiness +1, so it's always good. Get some more imported matchlock. Still getting quite a bit of income, so they're doing well there. Raw silk seems to be helping quite a lot with that. Can we trade with anyone now? Still at war with the Shoni. I'm going to see if we can make war with the Oichi. Maybe a trade agreement. Oh, they don't want to make peace, so I'm just going to have to leave them for the moment. Wrong button. No, we cannot trade. That's not good. Can trade the Sagara, but I'm not sure they want to. I'll give it another go. Now that we've got some more resources, maybe now do it. Nope, they don't want to trade. Not going to discover more clans till later, because if we discover them, they'll probably want to attack us. So again, I'm just going to do this next turn. Well, I'll probably end the video here and do the turn in the next episode. I forgot to say in the last video that was ending the episode. Got a bit carried away. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy watching these videos. Please leave feedback, it's really important to me. And well, just thank you for watching. See you next time.